A water main break causes flooding near homes in San Francisco, and now crews and homeowners are left to clean up the mess.
All my tables and chairs that are inside, they all got a little bit of water damage.
We just see nothing but water gushing down the street. We're thinking it's like a flash flood or something.
Some people say about a foot of water rushed into their basements. Good evening, everyone. I'm Frank Somerville.
And I'm Julie Hayner. The water main break was first reported at about 4 o'clock this afternoon on Brunswick at Pope Street, just a couple of blocks from Mission Street. We get live coverage now from KTVU's Jana Katsuyama in San Francisco. And Jana, crews just wrapped up their work in the past half hour.
They did, Julie and Frank, and you can see right behind me that they put up this caution tape. That's because this is the area where the water main break happened. They said that they put in an 8-foot section of cast iron pipe. This was a transmission line, they tell me, that came from the Sutro Reservoir. And tonight there are residents who are still trying to mop up. It was a shock to neighbors, a sudden burst of water flooding the road from Brunswick down to Pope Street.
I just see this water gushing down our block. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Water from a broken pipe was flowing past parked cars and right into people's homes.
One of our elderly neighbors, her basement got flooded completely, so then we decided to help her get a couple brooms, sweep out the waters.
Firefighters and public utilities crews rushed to the spot, shutting down the road and bringing in heavy equipment to reach the pipe underground. The gushing slowed, but neighbors along the 200 block of Pope Street were left with a mess. Sopping wet floors, possessions in basements and garages soaked and needing to be cleaned from the mud and debris carried down by the water.
I own a party rental company, so all my tables and chairs that are inside, they all got a little bit of water damage.
Jackie Zermano says her family had just had their basement redone. They had about a foot of water inside.
Here, when I got here earlier, it was up to here.
This is the second incident after Stern Grove was flooded with water last month. An SFPUC spokesman says the Stern Grove case was a broken air valve. He said in this case it appears the Brunswick Street incident was due to aging infrastructure.
A 12-inch water main broke. The water main is from 1933. We don't have an exact cause, but it's an old water main.
Residents say it is the second time this street has flooded because of a broken pipe.
The same corner where we had the break before. It's something that needs to be, I guess, surveyed and make sure that the problems don't become even worse.
COVID, lockdown, messed everything up. It's like people are trying to struggle. People are struggling. People are trying to get by. Please replace all the 100-year-old pipes because this can happen at any moment. Honestly, like what happened today.
The SFPUC says no one lost water service tonight, but they are going to be sending a team back tomorrow. Back here live, you can see where the sidewalk pavement has caved in. There's also this hole in the ground on the street, so the paving crew will be back to repave that. And they say that inspectors will be analyzing this pipe section to determine whether they need to do replacement of more of this line.
Yeah, Jana, any idea about how many people or how many families were impacted by this broken water main?
Well, Julie, it was at least one whole block along the 200 block of Pope Street. And, we just saw people who were sweeping water out of their basements. A lot of the assessment, I think, is going to be on how much water got into the walls. So there's still a lot of work for those people to do. But, one thing that's good is it happened in the daytime when people were awake or coming home from work. So they were able to address it immediately.
Yeah, that is the one bit of good news, and that no one lost water service. All right, Jana, thank you.